East. Pete, I think of all the proclamations that you're going to make, number 3 is my favorite one. Tell us.
It's Trevor Lawrence is going to throw for over 4,000 yards and 32 touchdown passes. And I know people will look at last year and say, oh my gosh, how could you possibly say that? Well, last year was a disaster. The coaching staff was awful. Urban Meyer had no idea what he was doing in implementing an offense and what to do with Trevor Lawrence. They also added playmakers. They were slow. They added Christian Kirk, who I think is going to have a big year for them. They improved on the offensive line. Brandon Scherf will step in and really help them. They get Travis Etienne back, who will help in the passing game. And we know the history of Doug Peterson with quarterbacks. He's been outstanding with them. When he had Carson Wentz as a rookie, he had a good year. But the second year, he was phenomenal. He was on his way to winning the MVP possibly when he tore up his knee. And I think we're going to see that type of jump for Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. Doug Peterson will spread the ball around. They really do understand each other right off the bat. I think it's a good relationship, unlike last year. I look for Trevor Lawrence to really elevate his game. And if you go back to the end of last season, when he played the Colts in the season finale, that's the Trevor Lawrence you're going to see this year. He was outstanding in that game. He will put up big numbers. Doug Peterson knows how to make quarterbacks successful.
I like it. I like where you're headed. I think it might be just a little bit above of where Trevor Lawrence would be, but that's under normal circumstances. Like if he had the same coach, the same system year 1 to year 2, and I would expect this type of jump. I'm just curious to see where Trevor Lawrence is with Doug Peterson's system, where he wants to go with the football, because I think we take for granted how complex systems are. And Trevor Lawrence, his career could have been derailed. I don't think it will be. But that was the worst coaching hire we might have seen in the last 20 years of the NFL, trying to make Urban Meyer an NFL coach where it just didn't work, and there was significant damage done with a dysfunctional locker room. I think Trevor Lawrence will be fine. I think Doug Peterson is a perfect hire, having played quarterback himself. I'm with you, Pete. I just don't know if that's how high he'll get. I think he'll be in that territory. I don't know if I'll say he crosses 4,000 and crosses 32 touchdowns just yet, but I think he'll be really close.
Danny, Wentz went from 16 to 33 touchdown passes in year 1 to year 2, cut his interceptions down from 14 to 7, and became the first Eagles quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards. You see a pattern there?
I do, but that was year 1 and year 2 with the same system, right?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm worried about. I think you'll see a massive jump next year. I think he'll be better. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is going to be better year 2, but I think it's going to be the familiarity with the system with Doug Peterson. I think you're going to be close, but I think year 3 is when you see just the massive improvement that I think you're expecting this year.
Okay, there were 8 4,000-yard passers last season. The last Jags quarterback to do it, by the way, Blake Bortles. Did it back in 2015. They went to
garbage time. That was garbage time year.
Yes, it was.
5-11. They went they went that year with Bortles at the helm, and we'll see how Lawrence does. Pete, I think bang on there with it being a system issue with Lawrence, and we're going to find out soon enough with the Jaguars.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.